Hello, everyone, and welcome to another Art in Conversation as part of National Association of Women Artists. Our today member um, and a amazing artist is Cheryl Gross, who's here to share her artwork and her life and her love for art. Cheryl, welcome to our conversation.
Thank you. Thank you. It's a pleasure to be here. I'm deeply honored and thank you so much.
I appreciate it. Pleasure is mine, and thank you for accepting to share your artwork with us.
Of course.
So, would you please tell us a little bit about yourself and how you started as an artist and what type of art you doing?
Okay. I started out as very young. Always did art when I was a kid. Um, Born and raised in Brooklyn. I went to the High School of Art and Design, which was a godsend. And I was trained as an illustrator. So to me, the narrative is incredibly important. Just to get the message across is very, very, very important. And to get it across in such a way that people can accept it and relate to it or not.
So, what type of art you mostly identify with?
Um, I would say social
Mhm.
media. Um, Not social media, but social causes, I would say. It's
Okay.
like my work involves around women's issues, extinction, um, myth making, and I have to say that a lot of my work has become kind of like I'm almost a soothsayer, you know. It's like I've been predicting the future. It's like, oh my God.
Yeah. So it's more a narrative type of work, which is each one has a story, and
Right.
the subject often are this what is going on in society or community and so on.
Right. Usually like they're pretty much worldwide issues.
Worldwide
Um,
issue.
but yeah, that's the way it transpires.
All right. What type of medium you mostly work?
Well, I used to paint exclusively in oil, and then I went back to school as an adult, and I started studying painting and illustration.
Okay.
Or I continued my education in that way. And so right now I work on paper, um, acrylic, ballpoint, archival ballpoint, India ink, colored pencil. So it's mixed media.
Okay. Mixed media.
Yeah, mixed
All right.
media. And I
All right.
take
I
colors
have
and
a couple
throw
of
it
your
in,
artwork in this PowerPoint, which is you selected to actually explain and tell us as example what type of artwork you do. And I have the first one. I don't know if you see it. Do you
Yeah,
have
I
the
see it.
okay, the power of math? Would you please explain what this series is and what this work telling us?
Okay, many years ago, I wrote a book. Um, as I said, I went back to school and I was taking a course in uh, data and surrealism, and I had to write a term paper. So the Z Factor, is basically the term paper that evolved into a book, and it it addresses gender obliteration
Hmm.
for the purpose of world peace.
Hmm.
And through experimentation and scientific foundings and quite by accident, uh, a group of people have been invented, or I should say, a society has been invented and or was invented, and um, And like many subgroups, they were discriminated against, but managed to create their own society.
Mhm. So is this the title of that book, The Z Factor?
Yeah, the Z
Oh,
Factor. And the Hybrid Realms of Cheryl Gross is part of the title that is it's an ongoing show right now at Mana Contemporary in Jersey City.
yeah, I think I have this short video of the
Yeah,
show. If you don't mind, I can display it. I will
yeah,
keep
please.
it with you, then you can talk over
Okay.
this video and tell us more about this exhibition. You said it's running till end of June, right?
Right. June 30th. So here is Mana Contemporary, and we are walking into the ground floor gallery, and here's some of the illustrations, I guess. And what's nice about it, they blew some of them up, and it's really a beautiful exhibition. They Kristen DeAngelis curated it. Kelly Komsky designed it. Nikomsky, sorry. Woo.
Mhm.
And yeah, so it turned into like just a beautiful exhibition. I'm so proud of it.
So all of this illustration and drawing are from the book.
It's from the book, but and also the illustrations are very old. Well, not very old, but they're about 15 years old. And here we are. This is me in the middle, and there's Kelly and Kristen, and there I am with a photographer. And what I was able to do with when they were when Kristen was curating it was she wanted to combine the older work with newer work. So this one particular piece is about a hermit crab that has adopted or is adapting to its environment, and its environment is polluted. So it took on a plastic bottle or a can as
Mhm.
a house or a shell or skeleton.
All right, so that's the exhibition. It's ongoing and is in Jersey City,
Hmm.
and you said till end of June. Hopefully, I get a chance to go and see it soon before it
Yes.
closes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So this is often the subject of your work. As I say, these are also few more from the same shows,
Hmm.
and all of this telling the same stories. All of them part of, like for example, the one we see in this wall, or all of them part of one stories.
Right. Yeah. It's a book. It's the ongoing narrative in the book. Yes, these are all creatures that evolved from the human race. The Z factor is about placing a third chromosome into the human race to basically obliterate gender
All right,
for peaceful purposes.
all right, I
Didn't
understand.
work though.
I understand.
Peace
And
didn't work, but yeah.
so, and then you see, this is actually just a print
Yeah.
of one of, right,
Yeah.
right.
Yeah. If you see like the books, the accordion book on the wall over there, yeah, that's one of the plates that was blown up.
Yeah, I have actually, I think, an image, which is you sent separate from that.
Okay.
Is this part of the same book or?
No, this is a different book, but
Okay, that's I
it's
think,
an accordion book.
yeah, I have couple
Another
of
accordion
actually.
book.
No, so this is often the you most of your work you create into this type of book, right? Or
Well, some of the the books are a new venue that I've been experimenting with, which are the accordion books, and that's for another show that's coming up. So, and that also embraces mythology.
all right, and how each of these are one piece of your drawing and illustration, and then you
Yeah. Hmm.
connect them somehow together.
Yeah, I fastened them together, which was a pain in the butt, let me tell you, until I got a drill, an
Okay. How
electric
how
screwdriver.
large they are?
They're about 72 inches by, I would say, 12 inches or 8 inches.
Are there any text like in the back of this
No,
canvas?
no,
Okay.
they're just what you see is the surface, and that's it.
All right. So what's the surface? Is it canvas?
The surface is paper. It's
Paper.
mixed media on paper that has been fastened to canvas, so it's
All right.
mounted on canvas.
All
Yes.
right. Mounted on canvas. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Because so these are two different stories, and each one,
Right.
different. Right. How many pages? I mean, I never did actually this type of book. How many pages often you can put together to create this aquarium book?
Well, this one I think is only three
All
because
right.
I had leftovers. So usually eight to
Eight. Okay. That's the max you can put it together.
that's the max that I have put together.
You have
You
put
can
it.
do larger, but it's
Yeah.
what's the point?
All right. Yeah, I understand. Okay. So it is possible to put larger, just
Yeah,
from my understanding point of view. Okay.
yeah. I've also done larger ones. I have a three or actually two that I can show you if a little later that are larger. They're like 16 inches by I don't know.
Yeah. And how you I see one which is being displayed here,
Yeah.
right? And so overall, if it's larger, how you display
Well, I would like it to sit on a shelf.
it.
I would
Like
like
a
it to sit on a shelf. I've hung them and that's quite the pain also in the butt trying to hang them up, but
yeah.
because they like, flop around and then you drop them and then it's like forget it.
Yeah. So it's really hard to hang them because you can't really put like hanger in each corner and hang them, right? So
Well, you can, but it's too much work.
yeah.
My thing is I like to do the work and then that's it. And then if you decide to show my work, I would like you to figure that out.
I understand.
I would like that, but it's not always possible. Okay. So the bottom one here is in the show.
The one we just saw in previous slide on the shelf.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is in the show. And the one above is another take on mythology.
Yeah. So what's the story on top of on this
Well,
top one?
the accordion book started out as a project. Let's see. It's a project that embraces mythology, past and present. So what I did was, like I think you showed the dragon before, which is a
Yeah.
mythological creature.
Yes.
I invented because of like pollution, plastics, and supersites, and whatever is polluting, air pollution,
So
all
environmental
the
pollution.
environmental pollutions. What I'm doing is creating creatures that evolve from these pollutants.
Okay.
So the one on top is a two-headed fish that swims in the Gowanus Canal in Brooklyn.
Probably, probably there are right now in that canal.
Oh, I wouldn't doubt it.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, well,
Yeah, it makes sense.
and then,
And, yeah, and this is same as the same story, same method of that.
it's the same story. The one on the right, the red one, my right, um, that's a much larger piece that's going into a show. And the one on the left is part of an accordion book. But they're both the same creature.
How you decide which one gonna go in a book, which series gonna go in a book, and which one doesn't? Is that like when you make a series and a story, you put it in a book, and
No,
when you
I think about something and then I'll start sketching it out. And then I will think about the theme and how the images connect together.
Mhm.
Um, so the books are okay, we start out in phase one, and then we have a second phase, and then third one. So it has an order, has chronological order, whereas a separate piece, like the one on the right, is about 42 by 30 inches. So that's not part of a book. I mean, like the theme is part of a book, but it's not going to be attached to anything.
Okay. So when you make the book, you draw the whole thing in a big sheet and then you cut it, or each one in
No,
just
no, everything is individual.
individual. Okay, just
Individual, yes.
yeah.
And sometimes like panels will connect, but that would be like maybe one or two panels, but I will like draw them out separately.
Yeah, because I see like for example like the one I have some of your big one here open. Like this one, I see it connected, this
Right.
dragon. So so you draw each one separate, but
Right.
you try to make sure they all overlap. Okay.
Yeah,
And
like I spread them out, I spread the whole thing out and then I just, drew on it.
all right.
When I need to be precise, I'll use tracing paper and then I'll transfer it on. But yeah, so like, the middle panels that you see that connect, they're just something that I followed suit with. I just wanted the connection there. And I
Yeah.
wanted the flow. It's important for me to see the flow of the narrative and the
It's very
imagery.
interesting because I so far I had few of our artists, now our artists, that they create this type of book, and each of you do differently. I never create like this type of illustration book. So for me, always a question: how they making it? Are they making it one piece and cut? And I see different way actually the way different artists perform this type of book, accordion book,
Well,
which is
yeah,
interesting.
I like to be a little more spontaneous.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
understand.
yeah.
So, right, so okay, so now this one, is that also part of the same series
No,
of your bio?
this is called Commit to Memory, The Precipice of Extinction.
Okay.
This is about animals that are on the endangered species list.
Hmm.
And so I did a series of that. And they are they're individual pieces. This is not a book. I mean, eventually it ended up in a catalog. But yeah, and I use animals also as a metaphor for what's happening in society. So if we see animals uh, disappearing.
Yes.
A lot of our rights are disappearing. It's a metaphor
Hmm.
for,
And
for
is this also mixed media?
yeah, yeah.
Piece?
It's all the same materials.
What type of
Acrylic,
material you use for your
uh,
mixed media?
acrylic, India ink, archival ballpoint, wash, watercolor. Um, let's see, colored pencil, some graphite, and I take coffee. You see the pattern that is made,
Yeah.
how it disconnected. What I do is I spill coffee on the surface first, outline it, um and then put the imagery inside that.
All right. Wow. You blend them very nicely. You won't really
Thank you.
distinguish. It's like nicely blended this to create this mixed media pages. And how you come up with, for example, which animal to use? Are you, I'm pretty sure you have quite extensive knowledge of math and symbols and meaning behind each animal that you want to choose for that particular piece. Like for example, lion in this case, right? And
Right.
so you have to study in order to create a piece to find something that's relevant to your concept.
Well, it's mostly how we're butchering society,
Hmm.
and how yes, certain animals like lions, they're just being shot for no reason, and the symbolism behind like a lot of what I do uh really like relates to um how we feel about society, like let's say like elephants, for instance,
Which I
represent
saw you have a couple of elephant in your work.
that
Yeah.
they represent like, family values, family issues that are disappearing.
Hmm.
Um, so yeah, so if you take the animal as a metaphor, it doesn't really matter which animal, as long as they're on the endangered species list, it's all relevant.
Yeah. After all, we are animal too, human.
Absolutely, yeah. And that's how the metaphor came about. It's like, well, okay, so we're destroying nature, but we're also destroying ourselves.
Ourselves, right? Because we are part of nature and we are ourselves, like one of those animals.
Yeah, it's like, apes, like elephants, apes, in particular, um, I have like a very strong connection with, because I can just feel their emotions. Um, they, not that lions don't have emotions, like, but I think because I feel closer to elephants. I
Yeah.
could see how they embrace death. I can see how they embrace captivity. Uh, Gorillas, or apes, or primates, are our cousins. And have you ever read anything about Coco, the um, the gorilla?
No.
Okay, Coco was born in captivity, and
Oh, the
learned
one.
sign language, and yeah,
Yeah,
so,
yeah.
and was able to communicate.
Yeah,
She,
because very intelligent creature, very intelligent animal.
yeah, I think she had the capacity of like a 3-year-old, but
Oh,
still, that's still very, very, very
mm-hmm.
important, and it's still, I mean, 3-year-olds,
Oh,
uh,
three.
they feel too, it's
Yeah.
like, just because they're kids doesn't mean, they don't feel like emotions, or
Yeah, I
affect
mean
things.
every animal, like for example, dog. Today's there is a study that they get depressed.
Yeah,
Why?
they do. Well, I've had dogs, and they do get depressed, and they get embarrassed,
Yeah, they get.
and they feel bad, and they have empathy, I
Yeah,
mean,
I
it's
mean,
like,
I have a puppy.
oh,
When
you have a puppy. I
when
love
yeah,
puppies.
when she if she do something inside the house, she gets so upset and go hide somewhere under the table and think because she knows she did something bad. And I never
Yeah.
had dog till recently, and then now I see, wow, like they are themselves are a word. And you see like how they understand things when you say this is bad, or if they
Oh
do
yeah,
something, yeah, embarrassing. They,
definitely. Yeah.
yeah,
No, I had a dog that passed recently. He was big, and it got to a point like I had him, and he started getting sick, and I'm like, okay, you're sick. I'll take care of you. And at one point, he just couldn't hold in his. He had he couldn't hold anything. His bowel movements would just go all over the house, and it was like, okay, and he felt so bad about it.
yeah,
It was really interesting, and I felt bad about it too. But it's like, hey, you make a commitment.
yeah. No, this is my puppy is just 5 months old, and the way she react to t bad things do, just it
It's cute.
surprised me.
It's cute. Okay, so this is women empowerment. I decided to do a series of women, or women in boxing, and also cowgirls, and just women in general.
Mm.
Uh, yeah, women in boxing that are in
A sport.
male dominated professions. Yes, and and how popular actually it has become. But so I use this to like, celebrate women empowerment.
Yes, that's true. Like really male profession, but quite, popular in women today.
Yeah. And this is Biking Babe. I call them boxing babes, biking babes, and it's one word.
So this is all part of a series of
Yeah.
women. Oh,
Women empowerment.
yeah, and
Yeah, and this is a cowgirl. This
yeah.
is a 7 and 6 shooter. This one, like I had mixed feelings about because she has guns and she's pointing them at you.
Mm,
But this turned out to be so popular. People have asked me, a lot of people have asked to buy it, but I think, a little too expensive, which is okay. But a lot of people have asked me for prints of this. So
mhm,
I'm thinking of making prints.
mhm.
But
No,
yeah.
because it is a powerful, actually illustration, powerful work. It's
Hmm.
not only about the gun, it's about
Oh, it's a
women,
woman. Yeah.
right? Women being in a point of power,
Yeah.
not particular gun.
Yeah.
So,
But there were guns in it. And like
gun.
at first I was like, I don't know, maybe, guns, they're not so great. And then I was like, they're all right.
So you use it as a symbols, not
Right.
to promote,
Yeah. And this is basic, just people that are living their lives. This person, Grace, was a student of mine. I teach at Pratt Institute and I teach illustration, and yeah, she was just great. And I just love the way that she was dressed that day. I love the skull uh kerchief or whatever it is, headband.
Okay.
And yeah. And she just had this look, so I captured it.
So you take picture and then later on transfer it for your work?
Yes, I almost always work from photographs, and I take my own photographs. I usually take my own photographs. Sometimes when I don't, I make sure that they're in the public domain so I don't get in trouble and I don't hurt someone's feelings by stealing their image.
Yeah. Understand, because your work takes such a long time since you
Mhm.
have a lot of detail in it. So it is hard to work from life when you have so many detail in your work and takes
Oh,
process to put, and in particular when you do mixed media.
great.
Yes.
Yeah, and that's me.
Uh, yeah, so that's you and your website. I just want to, before we finalize our work, I want to show your website. I have it open somewhere
My
here.
website is an embarrassment because I really do need to. Oh, there's a tiger. I
Oh,
really do need to update it.
yeah, but Cheryl has a beautiful website. I like your website. It's not embarrassing, and you have more of your work here. I just want to show everybody that if you are interested to see more of your work, illustration, and so on, they can use your website even to reach out to you if it's necessary, if they are interested.
I would love for people to reach out to me. That would be great.
Cheryl, before we finish our conversation, do you have any last word, a message for our fellow artists and novel member?
Well, like I said, I teach and I collaborate with writers and I collaborate with one writer in particular, Nikel Davis. She's a poet and she's a very strong poet. She's sometimes she puts forth writings that it's like unimaginable, it's like I'll read it and I'll say, oh my God, who would want to like illustrate this? And then I say, well, I will. And what I do is I interpret what she says. I make it more palatable so the viewer and the audience can absorb it and not shy away from it and get the message. So I think that the most important thing to do is to make sure that you're reaching people in such a way that you're not repulsing them.
Exactly. And so to visualize it is something everybody understand.
Right.
Thank you very much, Cheryl. It was really great opportunity and for me, and it was a pleasure to have this conversation with you. I appreciate it.
I appreciate it. Thank you so much. I am forever in your debt, and you're terrific. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Thank you.